I shared a really deep story today about releasing what held me back, and it was more or less a letting go ceremony. If you're new here, my name is Jenny. I am a space holder and artist. I'm passionate about using creativity as a path to healing. I was talking to a friend, and she was sharing with me how she didn't feel worthy, and that it stemmed from her childhood. And it sparked this moment in my life that I realized that I had a big loss. And it was a best friend of 15 years. And it was really hard. It was super painful. I was completely distraught for weeks after. And I carried it with me, and I carried it with me for like 3.5 years. And one day, I just realized how heavy that this ball and chain of this pain that I'd been carrying around and dragging around with me has caused me. It kept rearing its ugly head and showing up and surfacing into places in my life where I was not in a good place. And it caused more pain and more mental anguish. And what I ended up doing was I spoke to this lady, and she said that you should write this letter saying all the things that you have ever wanted to say to her. Because I didn't have an opportunity to actually confront her about it and being like, hey, you hurt my feelings. I'm sorry I hurt your feelings. And there was this big miscommunication, and I wish that we could be friends, and can we forgive each other and just like move on with our lives. But that wasn't the case. What ended up happening was I had no contact with her. I'm pretty sure she blocked me from like everything. And I ended up writing this letter. I took this lady's advice and I said, you know what? I want to let this relationship, the pain of this relationship go. I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to move on to the next chapter. So I wrote the letter. I cried over it. I asked a friend if he could come with me as I read this letter. And I decided, I think I need to hike a mountain. So I hiked this mountain with my friend as my witness to go read this letter. I go all the way up to the top. I read this letter. I sob and I cry. It felt so painful, but so strong at the same time. Like I got to say the things like, I was really fucking hurt. I'm so sorry if I wronged you, but why did we have to end things that way? And it was just, there's so much truth that had to be said. And I got to say it all, and I cried, and I was just so angry at the end that I wanted to yell and scream. And I was like, well, why not? Why not yell and scream? That was the whole reason to come up here and go outside and do this thing. Let's just yell and scream about it. I felt so much better and so much lighter after. And something did release. It was a big like, and my whole life kind of just like, I just have to speak my truth. I have to ask the questions. And if I don't get the opportunity to ask the questions, then I gotta just speak my truth. And that helped me release that darkness that was like hanging on to me, that pain forever and ever. It seemed like I was carrying it for the rest of my life if I didn't do something about it. And it started festering. It was like resentment that was like inside me. And I'm like, I just want this to go away. I want to be at peace with it. And this letting go ceremony provided me with the spark method, the thing that I didn't know I was using, that now that I can share with you is shifting into a place of safety by honoring myself, going to a place where I know Mother Earth is going to hold me. I had a witness, a friend that could, bring me back if I went too far or something. And then I gave myself presence, as well as the awareness to take action. And I was able to reclaim a part of myself. I was able to release something. And when I walked away, I realized that I had this beautiful tool to write down what had shifted in me, the truth that I needed to say, and I could come back and reflect on it and write how it felt and remember that I did do this letting go. I let this go. I let this person go. I let the pain go. I let our relationship join the other chapters. I closed it. I needed this for me. And it was just so powerful. I want to be able to share that with everybody, with you and all the other creatives and healers and seekers out there. I'm talking to you. I'm creating a a collective spark, and I want it to be the movement where we can use creativity and self-expression in whatever way that we want, in whatever form that we want, for us to heal. I appreciate you listening to this story. Thank you so much for your time. And if this community calls to you, it's totally free. Link in bio. See you in the next video.